No, you are.
Sometimes in the
That's
dark
why I pray for
recesses
you.
of our
That's why I
study,
pray for you. That's why I
when
pray
you
for
make
you.
the people mad and they stop coming
No.
or stop giving or any other
No.
number of
No.
ways they
No.
show their protest,
No,
Say that.
no, I'm sorry.
Preach.
I wonder if I need to change.
If Reverend Lemon says, just do it.
Do it.
Now listen, I
Woo.
do.
Just do it.
All right, because I'm all for balance here, right? Maybe there are some, not theologically speaking, but maybe there are some personality adjustments you need to make.
Go ahead, sir.
You know, some of the stuff that we place under the category of bold utterance
Yes, sir.
is really pig-headedness.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Sometimes people have a problem with pig-headed people. You know, don't be pig-headed in your proclamation of the gospel. It's not necessary. The gospel is like a lion.
Yes, sir.
I love that quote. Let it out of its cage and defend itself.
Yes, sir.
How do I say that? All right, let's say that.
that's it.
Like we're beating up, like right now, our main hot button issue is homosexuality.
Right.
And I've heard preachers call them the F word from the pulpit. Not the other F word.
Yes, sir.
The one in keeping with that term.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I've heard them degrade
Yeah.
them in a way that's not necessary. Because when you do that, you're not going to reach them. And the desire is not just to preach at them, but prayerfully to reach them.
I pray for you.
And when you stand behind the pulpit and use every derogatory term towards them,
No,
Not gonna reach.
really you actually serve to stand in front of the cross.
Yeah.
Pray for it.
Because,
Kill them.
and listen, I'm just going to be straight up. There's a lot of pulpit bullies.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Talk, sir. Talk, sir.
The word is enough.
Yes, sir.
Trust me, the word will bring its own conviction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lord have mercy.
It will. Dr. Wilson, you and Penn y'all were hoopers. And, not hoopers in pulpit, like I'm talking about basketball.
Okay.
And you know the difference in your shot when you're not using your legs enough and you wind up using too much up here.
Yeah.
See, if your jump shot is where it should be and you're using your legs, it doesn't take a whole lot of effort.
No, sir.
You usually get all this is when you're compensating for bad form. Right. And some of our sermons are compensating for bad form.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just saying.
Flinging it instead of shooting.
Ooh, that's good.
This spoke to me.
Lord have mercy.
This spoke to me.
That's good.
Because in every generation of listeners, there's always been people who didn't want to hear.
Right.
You're right.
Always.
You're right.
Always.
And we'll tell you.
And we'll tell you.
And we'll tell you.
Not interested. You ain't got no business.
We don't want to hear.
And that can be very discouraging.
Yeah.
Well,
Like what?
I'm just telling you,
Come on.
the preacher does not have an easy life. Pastor does
You
not
ain't
have
have
an
anything
easy
but that.
life.
No.
And I'm not up here proclaiming that it should be easy.
No, right.
If Paul is in bonds, why should I expect to have it?
Exactly.
It's not supposed to be.
That's right.
Jesus told you it wouldn't be.
So when he says here, he says, despite my bonds, he prays for the people, pray that I would be as strong as ever. Pray that I would preach as faithful,
Yes, sir.
as faithful to the message
Yeah.
as ever.
Right.
Look what he says. Look what he says. Because he didn't just say, pray that I would open my mouth boldly.
Come on.
Right. Come on.
Because we got a lot of people with their mouth open boldly who need to sit down and hush.
Yeah.
They ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
Cliche.
He said, pray that I may open my mouth boldly, look at this, to make known the mystery of the
Amen.
gospel.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And really what he's saying there, like that I
Be
might
able to
preach
open up the word.
Christ.
All right.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
I was at a conference with you, and I think you were with us the last time we went to Sproul's conference. And there's a theologian that came and preached there. His name was Dr. Sinclair Ferguson.
Oh, yeah.
And Dr. Ferguson said Paul's issue in his day was that people accused him of having too much Christ in his preaching. But then he said, can you and I be accused
Go ahead. Go
of
ahead.
having too
Well.
much Christ in our preaching?
Go ahead. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it. Go ahead.
Ferguson, you have one.
Many of our sermons have become self-help manuals.
Self-help.
Manuals.
Manual.
Lord, have mercy. Oh, Lord, please.
Have you noticed a lacking sense of dependence on God for everything?
Oh, yeah. Sufficiency.
I need the every hour. I need the every hour.
Amen.
That was their cry. That was their cry. I can't make it without
That's right.
God. And that's, man, listen, Lord, help me to instill that in my kids.
Yes, sir.
Help my sister instill that in Elijah, and Jayana, and Tamisha, who is that's Dr. Tamisha. I'm calling
Yes,
it
sir.
by faith.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right.
Before medical school.
Yes, sir.
On the way.
And I know Sister Maxie's burden
sir.
for Tamisha,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes, sir.
James, and Edge,
Yes, sir.
and little
Yes,
Steve.
sir.
Is
You know
Lord,
it.
Yeah.
let them
Yes.
develop
Yes.
a dependence on you for everything.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
It's listen, there is a dying out God consciousness
Yes, sir.
in our nation.
Amen.
That's why
Woo!
you're seeing what you're
They're preaching
seeing.
self-sufficiency.
And we're preaching self-sufficiency.
Come on.
Lord.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord.
Back to the first love.
Help
When the very structure of the gospel points to the helplessness of man to
Come
save
on
himself.
Come on now. Oh,
That's the message we got to take to these young cats shooting each other in the
yeah.
streets.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You're not going to shoot your way to success. What you're doing in that mindset, you're just passing it down, passing it down, passing it down.
Kill somebody for early grave or prison. Telephone. Come on. Take lives off.
And many people point to the lack of fathers in the home, and that's true.
Say that.
Sing.
Say that.
But I'm here to tell you that it's not just a lack of fathers, it's a lack of Christ.
Yes, sir.
Sing.
Amen.
It's sin. Wages of sin.
That's why nobody, y'all, Lord help us to stop being so critical of everybody.
Amen. Yes, sir.
Nobody does everything perfect.
Yeah.
But listen, if you're not doing nothing, stop talking about people that are doing something. If you see something that's lacking, you do it.
Go ahead.
That's it.
Right? So I applaud Pastor Covington and those pastors who are providing jobs. But people like to get up on the thing about where is the church? Church is there.
Yeah.
The church is there. But that's really hypocrisy when they just want the church's influence but not the message. Right. But I applaud Pastor Covington and those pastors who are providing jobs to get these kids off the street and to have them do something. I applaud Charles Harris. And listen, you can say what you want to say, but that man has people in the middle of the night walking with the bullets of flying.
Yeah.
Exactly does.
Trying to get them to stop.
Pray for them and pray for these people.
Oh,
Pray for
man.
them. Pray for them. And listen, and those of us who are called to preach the message in the meantime, pray for us.
Amen.
Amen.
Pray for us.
Yes, sir.
That's a good plug for Love Lifted Me right there. If you have any charcoal or
Hey,
batteries
hey,
or shoes
hey.
or socks that you'd
Yes,
like
sir.
to donate,
Yes, sir. Yes,
please
sir.
bring them to the church and we will usher them down to the homeless on. I'm kind of hesitant to say where they are in case unless they be run away.
Yeah, for real.
Never know if they moved on that. They might have moved them in the middle.
Let me, can I pause here for a second?
Yes, sir.
They make a
And Think of this like the NBA amnesty, like if you waive the player, their salary is there, but it doesn't apply to the salary cap. So this is kind of like a sermon amnesty here. I'm going to share this, but please don't apply this to the time you're taking in the sermon.
Come on.
I got a video in my pocket that we first took, Chris B. Rep. Penn, that we first took when we went down to the riverbank. And all I did, no, Chris wasn't with us this time. This is just me. I didn't know where this was. And the first time I saw it, I got with my camera out. I was showing the tents down there, and I showed that video to Bishop Williams and those people there. Silence.
Yeah.
For like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They were so impacted by that. We need your help with that.
Sure do.
Strengthen our hands so we can be a blessing to those people.
Amen.
That's the plug. That's the plug. It fits in here. Let me wrap up here. Pray for me that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds. Preaching Christ landed him in jail.
That's right.
And his prayer in jail was that he wouldn't forsake.
Wouldn't stop preaching.
Keep preaching.
Let y'all if he's got
I'm going to keep preaching.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Maybe you're here today and you feel like you're an ambassador in bonds. Anybody here ever been under persecution for just doing the right thing?
Amen.
Anybody ever been through that?
Amen.
See, now I know there's a number of our young people, their hands aren't up yet. I want you to look around. Everybody who's been through that, raise your hand. Okay, you understand that? Elijah, look up. Sit up your head. Look at this. I want you to see something. Tamisha, Jayana, I want you to see this. Bryce, Ethan, look at this. You see this? You know what these hands are up for? Listen, I'm telling you. Sometimes there's a cost to doing the right thing.
Amen.
Right.
Sometimes people will not always like you doing the right thing.
Amen.
Starting with your family.
And Paul's prayer is a prayer that you need to pray. I know a number of you haven't been through that yet, but you keep living and you will. Because you're going to find as you get older. And Tamisha, maybe what grade are you in? You're
11th grade.
where did the past 15 years go? Well, you probably a little bit more than maybe Elijah and Jayana have seen some things in high school at that age. Elijah and Jayana, you have probably not seen everything, but you've probably seen more things. Bryce is getting ready. We're going to go to 6th grade, y'all. I'm nervous. I know.
Gonna be exposed.
You too? You going to 6th grade? Oh. See, they're going into a different world, man. Bryce has had a great support system in Guy Creek for the past 5 years. And now we're kind of starting over again in the new place. So I'm kind of anxious as a father looking. And, but you know, Elijah and Jayana have probably seen some things, and I know you have, because you've said some things in the Saturday class that I know, that not everybody's interested in doing the right thing.
That's right.
And sometimes to do the right thing, man, people will hem you up. You don't understand that yet, but you will. Sometimes they'll come at you. And Paul's prayer here is, Lord, help me to stand when it really gets tough. And when you're faced with doing the right thing, even if it's against your best friend, or even if it's against what they believe you should be doing, because that's really where your dedication is tested. But my brothers and sisters don't even go along with this, but I got to stand.
Well,
And that's not something that you just do out of your own strength. You need, Paul needed prayer. He said, Lord, help me to stand strong right now. We need it. We need it. We should pray that for ourselves, and we should pray that for one another. To make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. And that word ought is the powerful word right there. Lord, I need strength to say what I know I have to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It might not be popular. Might get you in prison.
well,
Might get you killed. Might get you killed.
Yeah.
Get you killed. That's what they faced. And what he says here is so precious, and I'm done. When my life is on the line, the only escape route, personally, is to let you down.
No,
If that's the only option I have
no,
for my personal comfort,
no, you won't be comfortable.
if that's the only option I
You
have
won't be comfortable.
for popularity, if the only way I walk out of this prison is to forsake the preaching of Christ, then Lord, give me the grace to be faithful to you and to bear my bonds. Ambassadors and chains. Father, thank you for the word. Help us to stand fast and to pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.